Hey there. So as part of this video, we are going to explore a utility called lsmod, which is for list modules. And essentially, we are going to understand how it can be useful to us and what it does. This utility is kind of very handy when we are trying to, let's say, ensure or confirm whether or not our module is accepted by the kernel. So let me also create another terminal and drag that terminal down here at the bottom. So what we are going to now do, I'll just kind of, lay out some rules. So here we will kind of build and load our module from this window, and this is where we'll run lsmod and investigate how it can help us, right? And this is the first time I'm going to explore a few options of LS mod, and I haven't explored them before. Didn't even plan to, or I never had to use them that way. Okay. Anyway, so then let's come down here again. I have hidden the Explorer, but we have the make file with us. We have the ldd.c, and let's go ahead and see first the content of the buffer, the message, and okay, it has nothing, which is great, right? And so now we are going to hit the make command. Our kernel module is kind of created here. Now we have the ko file. So let's do sudo insmod, and what insmod does we will also explore that in another video, like a dedicated video. So we say insmod ldd.ko, and then once we do that, uh, we'll do dmessage again, and we have this line printed here. Now this tells us, what does this tell? This tells us that the module was processed by the kernel, right? The module was processed. And the other thing that okay, the other thing that we talked about was that the initialization, the init module, so to speak, this function here, this function right here, this could have failed as well. And so if it failed, it wouldn't have returned zero. Because it returns a zero, things are good. Now imagine that after printing this message, there were like certain other steps, and one of them failed, and we had to kind of return like a -1, let's say, right? So in that case, then even though this print is available, this print will still be printed because the print was made at this point, but the module could not load completely because we returned -1. So in that case, the print is available, but the module is not really loaded, right? And in that case, um, uh, how do we confirm that the kernel has actually successfully taken in our module? And that's where lsmod comes in. So let me first show you lsmod. So let's type lsmod here, and lsmod is going to list the modules that are present in the kernel. So if I just typed lsmod and hit the return key, then it says module, the size, and who is using it. So if you see, LDD is the module that we had loaded, as part of this command right here. So that is available here. Is anyone using it? Nope. Nobody is using it right now. No other module is referring to it. And these are like the other modules that are available in the kernel right now. And you can see, for example, this module here has 3 other modules that are using it, right? Okay, perfect. And now just keep an eye on this LDD. So what we are now going to do is do the rm mod, and then we say LDD. Things seem to have gone well. In the D message, we see this. And if we do lsmod again, we'll see that our module is not available here. right? And this is like that acid test in terms of confirming whether our module was loaded successfully and unloaded successfully. So now let me show you another demo, and for that, let me clear the buffer. So our kernel buffer, log buffer is clear now. Let me go ahead and actually, let's write another statement here. Um, hmm, um, mm, Actually, let's not have this. That's all right. Let's do this. Let's have like a -1 being returned here. Let's recompile our module. This is recompiled by typing make command, and then we type okay, not make clean, but we type sudo okay, insmod ldt.ko, right? Let's not hit the return key just yet. Let's go to lsmod and notice again that our driver or module is not available. In nowhere do we see LDD, and now we expect that this will fail, right? And as you can see, it says, hey, insmod error, could not insert the module because operation not permitted. Okay, perfect. And then if we you know go ahead and do lsmod again, we still don't see our module. So in this case, then the module insertion has failed clearly. And now let's do dmessage, and we see that the dmessage did print the message. And if we connect the dots now, what happened here, what happened uh, you know here when the ls mod failed, the ls mod, the kernel, it provided our module, the ldd.ko, it submitted this module to the kernel, right, using the ins mod command, right? So the kernel got our module, the kernel started to execute our module. The kernel was happy up till this point. It said, hey, print k, yes, I will go ahead and print it. So it added the line in the buffer. But then at this point, it encountered that, hey, I'm asked to return and I'm returning a non-zero code, a negative number, which means this module has failed to initialize correctly, right? Which means that this module has not completed its setup, so to speak, or the preconditions are not satisfied. And now at this point, the kernel gets to know that, hey, whatever this module is, it cannot be loaded. It returns an error to insmod, and insmod returns back this. It says, hey, error happened, I could not insert the module. But by this time, because this line was processed, the message is printed here. So long story short, the message that we see in the kernel buffer are only an indicator that our device driver, the initialization code, was being processed. It doesn't mean that it succeeded in loading it. The acid test for confirming whether or not it was loaded or accepted by the kernel is the listing of our module in lsmod's output. So I will go ahead and change this back to 0. I'll also make this hello again, just so that we have a different message. And then let's clear this. Let's also clear this screen here. Then I'll do make again. And this time around, I do sudo insmod ldd.ko, and no errors this time because we are returning a 0. If we check our D message, now we see this message appended to the previous messages in the buffer. And if we go and do lsmod, then we also should see LDT available here, right? And much in pretty much the same fashion, if we were to do rmmod, right, then in the output of lsmod, the entry is gone again, and in the D message, we see the message goodbye from this part of the code. All right, this is perfect. And now we pretty much, at the end of the video now, I just wanted to show you that you can use the man command followed by the utility name to kind of get some information about how to go about using it, right? So what we see here is lsmod. It shows the status of the modules in the Linux kernel. That's about it. I was thinking that it will have more options associated with it, like some flags that we can use, but turns out there are no flags with corresponding to lsmod. So lsmod is like the only variant of this command that you can use. There's no lsmod hyphen l hyphen a, none of that nature. Just a plain lsmod, just to list all of the loaded modules and the users of the modules. So with this, hopefully you're convinced as to how we can check using lsmod whether or not the kernel has successfully loaded and unloaded our module.